Hello, I don't know if anybody's in here, but if you are, hello. Oh, I got some pretty cool pictures to share tonight of people's makes. Hi, Kirsten. Thanks for coming in. How was your weekend, Kirsten? So I ordered one of those wheels that everybody used to have, and I thought it was the bigger wheel, and it came today, and look how little that is. Tiny, tiny. So it's not the size that I was hoping for, but it might work. Hi, Beth. Thanks for coming in. So, my son and his wife had their baby yesterday. So now I have two newborn grandkids, a little girl and a little boy. Isn't that crazy, Beth? That wheel? Look how small it is. All right, here's the pop can next to it. It's not much bigger than the pop can. Thanks, Kirsten. I'm kind of upset what they put her through, but supposedly the hospital is short staffed on weekends, and they tried everything they could think of to make it so she did not have the baby till this morning, including um, giving her tons of fentanyl and morphine and Flexeril and Ambien. It just makes me sick to think that they couldn't deliver that baby anyway. Hi, Renault. Hi, Linda. Thanks for coming in. I finally got my thermal printer and my new scale so I can do more accurate on my boxes and packages that I ship out. And I can't figure out how to use the thermal printer. So I'm going to have to look into that or find somebody. Oh, I'm so glad you got it, Renelle. I hope you like everything. Hi, Kendra. Yes, please don't forget your thumbs if you wouldn't mind. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I didn't get anything made this weekend like I was hoping. I spent the weekend at the hospital, but I do have this poncho that I made for Dee's challenge. It fits Lee. I wanted to put a thing through the neck and have two big pom poms hanging off of it, but I didn't get that done. So, but that was my try at a hippie poncho. Hi, Flower Tammy. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Kim G. I wasn't sure if this would um, be considered hippie. So I added Marilee wanted this purple fur on the bottom, but I don't know. I thought maybe the colors might be kind of hippie. So I'm not sure. Thank you, Linda. I'm so excited for him. Thanks, Beth. Um, oops, wrong one. I got some pictures to share with everybody. The first one here is some things that Beth has made. Hi, Noelle. Beth is very talented. Very, very talented. She has made these mushroom bags for quite some time now. Yes, Beth, I can't wait till they take a picture of him with his little fireman outfit on. But that's one of the tote bags that she makes with mushrooms on them. She's just really, really talented. And then this is the lining of the book bag, or the tote bag, sorry. Where'd you find that fabric at, Beth? That's really cute. Right, Helix? Thanks for coming in. I don't have it handy either. Darn it, I should have had my little mushroom house bag that I got from you, Beth, handy. Oh, I do have it. Hold on. I do have it. All right. Where am I at? There I am. I got this bag from Beth, and Mary Lee got one too. She's got her bag. But isn't that adorable? And if you lift this up, there's a hole so you can string your yarn through the hole and use it as a project bag. And then the roof comes up and you can put your yarn inside. I think this is so adorable. And Mary Lee loves the one that she has. Yeah, I do too, Kim. I think it's super cool. All right. And then here's another picture from Beth. She said that she started this as Sophie's Universe, and this is as far as she got with it, and now she has it hanging on her wall, and she's been putting stitch markers on it. So I think you did really well as far as you got with that Sophie's Universe. I haven't made it very far on mine at all. Okay, and this is a picture that shows she used to do flea markets, that type of thing, and she had tables she would set up with her mom. So this is just a picture of some of the stuff she's made. Oh, cute Pokemon hats and Ninja Turtles. Looks like you had quite a few tables set up, Beth. And then here's some more stuff that she's made. The kitchen towel holders. And then on the table there is the barefoot sandals on the end of the table. What else do you have up on this table, Beth? Barefoot sandals, the towel holders. That looks like maybe a tank top. 2 tank tops there, and then maybe some Afghans. Is that what it is? Oh, I bet you did sell a lot of Pokemon hats. So them are tank tops. That's what I thought. All right. And there's the towel toppers. Oh, that's super cute. And this is a skull scarf that she made. I think that is really cool. Oh, she sold the Pokemon hats the year the Pokemon Go came out. That makes sense. The skull scarf is really cute too. And then there's is that a rabbit? A bunny? Now, this Afghan, she said, was a king size Afghan. So that had to have taken a lot of work. Oh, the bunny was your Sun Bunny? That's cool. Yep, that turned out really nice. But the dolphin is that a football team, I think, Beth, right? But to make that a king size, that had to have been a lot of work. And there's some hats that she made. They look like the ponytail hats. Linda, is it okay if I show the baby outfit that you sent me a picture of? I was thinking I had someone else email me, but it's not in here now. You know. Okay. Oh, awesome! I can share it. All right, let me go in here. This thing is gorgeous. There we go. Now, a few days, or been about, I don't know, a week or so, um, Linda offered to make me a baby dress for the new grandbaby. So this is the set that she made. The dress, the hat, and the little booties. I can't wait to try it on her. I think it's just gorgeous. In those bright colors, I think she's really going to look good in the bright colors. Yeah, isn't it, Beth? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Does anybody else have pictures they want to share with us of things that you've made? I'll put my email address up here. You can email me pictures of things that you made and I can share it with everybody. I know I love to see what other people make. You guys are so talented in this crochet community. I mean, nothing shocks me anymore. I see some of the most gorgeous stuff, and it's like, wow. Linda Beth is asking what kind of stitches are in that dress. Oops, wrong button. I love the shell border on the bottom too. I just have never made a dress or the booties. I tried booties. The red, white, and blue wrap picture. Which one was that, Noelle? Do you remember? Let me. I know I still have it. Let me find it for you. Yep, here it is. Yep, it's right here. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? Oh my gosh. I think that's so pretty. And she said she made it with Dee's yarn even. I mean, I just think it's gorgeous. How did you like working with Dee's hand-dyed yarn, Noelle? I didn't have any problem with that poncho that I'm working on with Dee's yarn. And it is so soft, it's like butter. And the yarn I've gotten from her, you wouldn't know by feeling it that it was merino. Beth Linda says double crochet, V stitches, shells, and single crochet. Some half doubles and chain. Oh, it was yarn you won from her, but it wasn't hand dyed yarn. Oh, okay. Do you have a picture of the back of this one, Noelle? I would love to see of the back. I agree, Beth. That little dress and booties and the hat turned out beautiful. That I can't wait to put it on her. I think with her complexion, it's just going to really look awesome on her. Thank you, Noelle. If it's handy, that would be great. This is one of my makes I wanted to show again, too. My friendship Afghan. I just love how this turned out. I mean, I really do. I just love it. That's the back side. Nope, that's the front side. I'm looking at the back side. And then this is the bottom. Or the top, however you decide to use it. I just loved that all the squares were different. Not one square was the same as anybody else's. And the colors were perfect. All the squares feel soft. I was really amazed at how well this one turned out. Has anybody else gotten theirs put together yet? Helix, I've had a few other people say they would like to do that again. Linda says Dee and Mama G's yarn is a dream to work with. It sure is. Right, Beth? I was thinking too, there's also, you could do a friendship shawl where you use the squares, and well, I think you use 4 squares, or you could use more. I mean, if you want smaller squares. Or we could do a friendship poncho. It doesn't really have to be a friendship blanket. We could go with something smaller like a lap throw, or like I said, the poncho or the shawl. Thanks, Linda. I really struggled with what colors to use to put it together. I did. And then I decided to use this ice yarn. Sorry for the crinkling, but I don't think ice yarn gives you a whole lot of detail. It's called Magic Spray, but it's ice yarn. And I just really liked how that looked. So I used that, to join all the squares. And I think it was two skeins, and then a very little out of this one is what it took to put all that together and to do the border around it. Hi, Nova. Thanks for coming in. Does anybody have any pictures they want to share with us tonight? All right, Noelle sent a picture of the back of her shawl. Oh, Noelle, there's no picture attached to it. I do that all the time. All the time. I was too, Beth, because I really didn't think it would take much at all to join the squares and to do the border, but it took more than I thought it would. Now, yours, Beth, was amazing. I loved the technique that you used to put your squares together. And this time I was just kind of in a hurry so that people could see it put together. But if we do anything else again, I definitely want to look into different ways of joining the squares and doing borders. I really would like to do that. If we do it again, Renelle, you're in. And do you want us to do the whole friendship Afghan again? Oh, Linda, it's not hard at all. Oh, you're good, Noelle. My grandson that's 8 can do things on the computer and phone better than I would ever think of doing it. So you're all good. All right, here's the back of her shawl. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. I don't know if that shows up bigger. Did that get bigger when I zoomed in? Oh, it does. I kind of want to see the stitches. Oh, that's so gorgeous. And them colors, oh my gosh. Was that like one cake of yarn, Noelle, that had the red, white, and blue in it? And do you remember what yarn it was? Yeah, definitely don't want to do it during Christmas, Kirsten. That's for sure. But yeah, if we get enough people signed up to do it, I'm in. I mean, you can never have enough blankets, I don't think. Oh, Helix, share pictures of your snowmen. Noelle says it was one cake, about 800 yards of a 2 weight. It was Cotton Kings. Oh, I have some Cotton Kings. I haven't tried using it yet. Yeah, Noelle, that is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, just gorgeous. I bet it's nice to wear too. For 4th of July, I bet it is, you know, it's not heavy. I bet it's like perfect. Hi, Terry. Thanks for coming in. We were just admiring Noelle's red, white, and blue shawl that she made. Here's the back of it. I'll zoom back out so you can see it. That's the back. And then here's the front. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Okay, Linda. Linda, Rennell, and oh my gosh, my brain just went. Psh. Oh, Kirsten. Oh, that's right. Noel, you said it was one of the Bod summer wraps. Yep, that is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Hi, Melanie. Thanks for coming in. All right, so Linda, Rennell, and Kirsten. Beth, would you be in to do another one? Melanie J, would you be interested in doing a friendship Afghan or Helix? Nova, any of you? Kim G. Flower Tammy, any of you? Would you be interested in doing one? It's not hard at all. Hi, Mimi. Thanks for coming in. How it works is everybody makes a square, and depending on how many people are in the swap, like say if we need 12 squares, then we have 12 people in the swap, each person makes 12 squares, and then they get divided up between all 12 people. And that way you end up with one square from each person in the swap. And then when you get all the squares, you put them together and put a border on, and you've got an Afghan. And matter of fact, when I got mine all put together, I was really going through a rough patch. And the one night I just grabbed it, and I, sat on the couch and covered up in it. And it does make you feel better when you think that all these people care enough about you that they sent you these squares to make an Afghan. Awesome, Linda. Thanks, Kirsten. You and Linda and Renell. But if anybody else would be interested in doing it, I mean, we had a lot of fun, and the main thing was we didn't want anybody to stress over anything. And we want you to use the yarn you have so that no one stresses over going out and buying yarn. And it seemed to work. And I think we had 3 or 4 months that we gave for everybody to finish them, so that you weren't stressed with time either. Because we don't want to end it during a holiday, because I think we went through Thanksgiving and Christmas and had it due in like July or February, so that nobody had to worry about working on it through Christmas, any of that stuff. But it is a lot of fun. And you pick whatever colors you want to put it together. You can go around each square with one color and use a different color for the border. I mean, the possibilities are endless out there. Yes, Melanie, it's like having a big friend hug. You're right, it is. We're just talking about it right now, Mimi. So as far as when it would be due, I'm open to how long you guys want to do it. So probably take like 3 or 4 months out so that no one is stressing. Unless people want it done in a couple months, I'm okay to whatever time frame you guys are thinking of. And I think we didn't want a bunch of rules, because then you start getting right. Well, Linda, some of us made 12 squares of the same colors, but there was some that they did different colors and different designs for each one of their squares. So, I mean, you could do whatever works for you. And I think we ended up with extra people. So we had 16 squares for this one, and it made a really good sized blanket. Because we originally started out to do 12, because then we were going to do 3 by 4. This last time, everybody sent them to me, and then I separated them, and I mailed out all of them to everybody, because some people don't want to share their addresses, that kind of stuff. And I get it, and I'm okay with that, and I'm willing to do the work, if that's what you guys want to do. Oh my gosh. All right. Here's Helix Snowmen. These are so cute, guys. Oh, look at those. I've made snowmen out of socks, but I've never crocheted them. That is super cute. There's the 3 with the pink. And look at those ones. Oh my gosh. What did you stuff them with, Helix? Them are so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't get over how cute them are. Are you donating them somewhere, Helix? See, and that's another project you could do and use any color, you know, for the hat and the scarf. You don't have to stick with certain colors or designs. You can do all different ones. I made them in the 22 pin century and then stuffed with polyfill. Oh, for your kids and your besties' kids. That's cool. Right, Beth? I take, is the 22 pin, is that a knitting phrase? Aren't them hats cute, Noel? Now, when I made snowmen out of socks, we used rice. And then we donated them to the nursing homes. That's something me and my mom did. Oh, the knitting machine. Yep. I am so sorry, guys. Seriously. Sorry. Couldn't get to it quick enough. So you use the knitting machine for the actual snowman and then crocheted the hat and the scarves. Yep, that's cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and with the polyfill, the kids can snuggle with them, play with them, not you don't have to worry about the rice getting all over the floor and stuff. Cute idea. Yep, super cute. Does anybody else have any more pictures to share? Oh, Helix sent me 2 more pictures. Hold on. She says these are notebook covers. Look at that. That is super cute. I did too, Melanie, because of the stitch. It's like knitting looks totally different than crochet to me. Oh, this is the back of the book. All right, so let's look at the front. Oh, look at that. She's even got some pins on there. Marilee just started writing in a journal. Not that she writes a whole lot or makes a lot of sense because she's just learning how to spell and write letters, but I bet you she would like that if I crocheted her a cover for her little journal. I like how you mixed the yarn too. You got the fur yarn in there. And then you got like the blue and white design, and then you got the square with the variegated. Yeah, I really like that. Good job. Yep, good job. I got a feeling, Lexi, um that you kind of make anything and everything, and it's like a thought comes to mind and you just do it. Is that how that is with you? Right, Linda? Yeah, we were only allowed to use brown paper bags at our school too, but it was a public school. Oh, the inside flap acts as a folder. That's a good idea. Yeah. You just seem like the type that you can just make something with what comes into your head. I like that. Oh, Mimi says in junior high they could make their own book covers. There, you know what, Melanie? There's tons of people like that in our community. You're right. You're right. I just love seeing what they come up with. You know, a lot of the stuff that I've seen pictures of, I would have never thought to make something like that. But once you see it, then it's like it plays in your mind, and next thing you know, you start looking for patterns, or you just come up with the idea all by yourself. You're right. It is a hippy dippy notebook. Yep. Yeah, Dee's another one that's totally creative. And she's one, she doesn't read patterns. So everything she makes is through her own thought process. Oh, all right. Noelle sent this picture. Wait till you see it. Look at those. Aren't them cute? Snoopy and then the bird. I don't remember what the bird's name is. Really, Lexi, you don't know how to read patterns either. Patterns aren't hard to read once you figure it out. I know they look very confusing. Oh, Snoopy, what did I say? And Woodstock. Okay, Woodstock, yeah. So cute. Oh my gosh. Mimi says Linda, she would have flunked out. I wrapped some in old jeans and newspapers and yarn. Oh, wow. Yeah, these are so neat looking. All right. Beth, did I show all of, I think I did show all the pictures that you sent me. I'm pretty sure I did. Yep, I did. Oh, you do, Lexi? Now, there's nothing wrong with that either. You know, there's nothing wrong with following a pattern and then all of a sudden you think, oh, this stitch would look really nice, you know, or just adding something. Like if you have a pattern for a cardigan, a vest type cardigan, and you want to add sleeves, so you add the sleeves. There's nothing wrong with that. And matter of fact, I think it's awesome when you do that. Yeah, and I think that's what Dee does with Dee's creative hands. She starts off with a tutorial, but then next thing you know, she's going her own route, and everything she does that with turns out amazing. I do too, Beth. I love seeing everybody's makes. And Renell says the way I learned to read patterns is I knew how to make a granny square and got the pattern and taught myself to read it. Now, there you go. That's another good way to do it. I would have never thought to do that. Your kids have pushed you to read patterns. Yep. Noelle, it is inspiring. It very is. Yep. And you're right, Lexi, you and Dee are a lot alike in your creativity. That's a good thing to do, Kirsten, because then once you make it, you see where there's flaws or where you think something can be done different to make it look better. Yep, that's good. Right. She started at D started at the top and she changed the neckline and the sleeves. And and there's nothing wrong with it. And you're not saying that the person that wrote the pattern messed up. You're just saying it what you changed fits you better. And there's nothing wrong with that, and no one should get upset about that. Thank you, Lexi. I just thought, so many people make things, but they don't use their YouTube to make videos. So I thought this way, it's a way for you to show all your items to other people, and if somebody has questions on something that you've made, please ask in the chat, or ask in the emails or whatever. And I would be glad to ask people, what pattern you used or what yarn you used, what stitch you used. Melanie said she learned by writing down the pattern from YouTube and then she finally got it. Hey, that's a heck of an idea. That's a good way to get people to do it, Melanie. Noelle said she's working on her second Jack Skellington right now. Make sure you share pictures. That would be cool to see that. Kirsten, is that Jack Skellington? Is that the kind of stuff that you make too? And if you can write the pattern down from a tutorial, then you're doing pretty good. But, when you write down the pattern from a tutorial, it just shows you how to read a pattern, that you've gotten. And some people are amazing at writing patterns. Some people don't write them very good at all. But if you've taught yourself how to read between the lines, a lot of the times you can understand the pattern. I thought so, Kirsten. I thought you mainly do amigurumi. Those Halloween, wasn't it Halloween dolls that you made for D? Them were super, super cute. Right, Melanie. Learning the abbreviations, that's a big thing right there. If anybody ever wanted, we would be more than happy to go through what each abbreviation means and stuff on a Thursday. I would love to do that, for any of you. And Renelle, you like making amigurumi too? I've made a big snake and a few frogs and a few octopus. But they were like really, really easy patterns. Mimi says graphs I may learn later. First, I'm just excited to get to crochet when the doctor approves. Graphs, I would love to learn how to do a graph pattern. They say a lot of it is like filet crochet, and those baby blankets that I made, the one with the fire trucks and the other one with the elephants, I didn't realize that was filet crochet when I did those. And then somebody had mentioned that was filet crochet, and them were super easy to do with the patterns. Super easy. Melanie, a few that I'd love to watch, put each row or round on the screen. That's how I learned. Oh, that's awesome that they did that. Linda said she's got some older pattern books and they can be hard to decipher sometimes. Linda, that is true, because I think patterns were written different way back in the day, weren't they? Kirsten, the ones for D were all test patterns. I did make a few changes to the ones I used for work. That's pretty cool. Oh, really, Melanie? Your first crochet graph was a doily? I bet that turned out really pretty. And well, I think I'm more into stuffed animals now than when I was a kid. Oh, that's too funny. Nothing wrong with that, girl. Nothing wrong with that. Beth says she's got all the parts for a baby seal in a box. She's tried putting his flippers on like 4 times. Yeah, not happening, but I feel bad for him. LOL. Oh my gosh. Is it the same concept, Linda? I know years ago I bought our last name, Filet Crochet, on or in a picture frame. That was an in thing at the time. So now maybe I could try to just make one of my own. Oh, Melanie J says she loves seals and water animals. Maybe she could help you figure out how to put it together, Beth. Melanie, are the graph patterns just like regular crochet patterns where some are written really good and some aren't so easy to follow? There you go, Beth. Send him to Melanie and she can put him together. Noelle said I sent my Nightmare Before Christmas picture of the ones I completed so far. Oh my gosh. See, this is what I'm talking about. You guys are so talented. Oh my gosh. To be able to do something like this, I just, I don't think I could. I don't think I could ever do something like these. Them are so neat. Beth, I use a metal knitting needle to line up the part to sew. Try that and you may have better luck. Kirsten, do you like stick the needle in one spot in the front and it goes all the way to the spot in the back so that it's lined up? Is that what you do? Hi, Jen Reeves. Linda, Diana, they usually have a graph pattern and you just follow along in the corresponding color. Do you have to um, cut the yarn and reattach yarn each color change, or do you just kind of run the colors through, Linda, for those? Kirsten does make amazing stuff. Beth, you're right. Noelle, them were amazing. I really appreciate you guys sharing your makes with us too. I've already got a list started of things I want to try making that you guys have made that we have shown on the Monday makes. Uh-oh, Mimi says she's not following the doctor's orders. She goes back Wednesday to get an update. Oh, you better start following his orders. He's going to know that you weren't following them. Melanie, yes, Linda, thank you. Each stitch has a symbol you follow. Really? Yeah, I think I would mess it up if I had to carry the yarn along. Yeah, I love not changing colors too. Yeah. And you're right, a lot of that type of stuff is made with one color, but I've seen some really pretty graphs that oh my gosh, there's several color changes, and I don't know how they do that. Well, we love chatting with you too, Mimi. Kirsten asked Noelle, I love them. Where were they from the box kit? Oh, you're welcome, Noelle. I think it's awesome to share people's things. Right, Linda? And it's very inspirational, I think. I know that it's got me thinking of trying to make things that I would have never ever tried before. Oh, Mimi, the newest grandbaby is doing pretty good so far. They might get to come home tomorrow. Oh, hold on one second. All right, sorry about that, guys. Um, really, Beth, was your king size blanket a Grafgan? Melanie says that's why she's not into granny squares, unfortunately. No, well, I got a box kit, but only using the book, but my own supplies. Mimi, can't you put it in so that it reads what people are saying so that you're not having to read it? Thank you, Mimi. I'm super excited for him to get home so I can hold him. Well, Melanie, that's something we need to work on because I want to learn how to do a graph pattern too. Jen, now that they've had the baby finally, I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Oh, the Jack Skellington is a kit. That might not be so bad doing a kit. Oh, the yarn isn't very good, Kirsten, when you do those kits. Thanks, Melanie J. Oh, tomorrow's your birthday. Well, they tried to get her to wait till have it this morning. They tortured her to wait till this morning to have that baby. Mimi, your nemesis is corner to corner and granny squares. Corner to corner is really easy. I don't mind doing corner to corner. Now, I have not tried doing corner to corner to make a picture or anything. I've not tried that. Yes, Melanie, happy birthday tomorrow. Oh, that's good, Mimi, that they sent you all your paperwork with the big lettering. That helps a lot, I'm sure. Bridget has done the graph patterns. IVB and Jen both have done it too. Right, Jen. Definitely love them babies first. I'm just so excited that I get to hold Karma every day. When they finally find their own place, I'm going to miss her being here, but I'm glad they're here now instead of Alaska because that's too far for me to go visit. Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for coming in. Does anybody else have any pictures to share? Are they hard to follow, Jen, though? The graph patterns, are they hard to follow? Mimi, I was doomed by first corner to corner I ever attempted, which I worked on for 3 months until the lady informed me that the pattern she had given me was A1 and not correct. It was the bark at the moon. Oh my gosh, Mimi. Beth, I used to belong to some Facebook groups where people would make graphs for you for free of pictures, sports teams, whatever. Well, that would be neat. Jen says no, but it helps doing them with a pattern. Oh, some of them don't even come with a pattern. They just expect you to go by the picture. Oh, yeah, I couldn't do that. There's no way I could do that. Someday I would not mind trying to do a graph design, though. I've seen people, they work them up super fast. I don't know how they do it. Noelle said she made a zebra corner to corner, and I must say, never again. Oh, was it bad? Super hard or what? And Mimi says, Beth, there is an app for that. Undoubtedly, mine was not done correctly. I will return and attempt again. They can come up with just about any kind of app nowadays, can't they? Linda says her sister graphs her design out on graph paper, then enlarged it. Really? Way too many color changes. I can see that with all the black and white stripes. Yep. That's a good idea, Jen, to start with a washcloth for corner to corner instead of automatically trying to do a full blanket. That's a good idea. Mimi says it did cost $8 a month. Send a title and it makes you the pattern. Really? Yeah, I mean, you definitely start with a washcloth or like a hand towel. I think you'll find it's a lot easier than what you were thinking before. Yeah. All right, guys. Does anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Anybody have questions they want to ask about anything that I showed tonight? Um, Anything like that, just say it in the chat and we will do the best we can to answer questions or be glad to talk about something that maybe a stitch or something that somebody has learned to do. Mimi says she's in a crochet group on Tuesdays and they use the app a lot. Right, Noelle? Doing a washcloth would be way easier than trying to do a full queen size blanket with the corner to corner. Oh, Bonnie said she sent some pictures. Oh, let's share Bonnie's pictures here. These are super cute, guys. Look at those. Oh my gosh. Them are so cute. What kind of yarn do you use for those, Bonnie? Jen says it allows you to get used to increasing and decreasing and when to do those. You're right. That would be a way easier way to learn those. Aren't them cute, guys? I wonder if these turn out better with the chenille yarn or if they are just as good with regular acrylic yarn or if you use cotton yarn. It's almost like you could make these out of anything and they would still look cute. Hi, Diane Major. Thanks for coming in. I tried doing a few of the frogs and stuff with parfait yarn, I think it's called. And they turned out super cute, but I noticed when the kids started playing with them, it was like they would shed. And I was really worried because the whole purpose of making that was to learn to make one for the new grandbabies coming. And I can't have the new grandbabies playing with something that I made them and the yarn totally just sit there and shed. You have used just acrylic also. Okay. Diane, I'm trying. You're quick on your feet, Miss Reeves. Slow down some. Those were chenille. Is there a better brand to use of chenille that maybe doesn't shed like that? Jen, these streets are too busy. Oh, you're too funny. Bonnie, them are really cute. Super adorable. Oh, really? Premier Sheds. Okay. Anti-pill. Yeah. Terry, Diane Major says you need to email Dory. Beth says she loves duckies like that. They remind her of being a little kid and picking ducks at the carnivals or fairs with numbers on the bottom to win a prize. I remember them. Yep. Yep. My kids always thought that was the coolest thing ever because they always won something. They didn't realize that these games that cost me $20 or $40, they just won a dollar item. I guess it took me a while to figure that out too, though. So, all right, guys, I think we're gonna call it a night. Oh, wait a minute, Kirsten, Diana, you can make plushies in any type of yarn. You just have to remember that sometimes it will be smaller in size. Really? Well, that makes more sense. The smaller the yarn, the smaller the item will be. I think the whole reason I wanted to use like the chenille yarn is they just look so soft. For a kid to be handling and playing with. The chenille yarn just makes them look so much softer than regular acrylic yarn. So I think that's the only reason that I was thinking of using, making them with the chenille yarn. Is Bridget on? Okay, I don't know how to do a raid to Bridget, but hold on. I can probably post her link. No. Oh, come on. I'm not very computer smart either, guys. All right, I don't want to take up too much time, but um, yeah, you guys all have a good night. If you can, go over to Bridget's. Yeah, when you go there, just say Diana D Raid. That works. Or everyone hide. Diane is coming soon. Right? Thanks everyone for sharing your makes, and big thanks to our host Diana D. Thank you so much, Linda. I enjoy this. I really do enjoy this. It was nice to see you too, Diane. Never late here. Okay. Good night, all. Have a good week. I'll see you soon. Bye.